teams that almost betrayed their own players. Back in July 2015, the New York Mets were playing the San Diego Padres in what seemed like just another regular season baseball game. Wilmer Flores, a young shortstop from Venezuela, was out on the field, doing his job like he always did, as Flores had been with the Mets since he was 16, and this was the only team he had ever known. But what happened during this game was honestly heartbreaking. You see, in the middle of the game, rumors started flying around the stadium that Flores was being traded to another team. Fans in the stands began to give him a standing ovation, and his teammates were checking their phones, trying to figure out what was going on. Flores had no idea what was happening, but he could tell something was wrong. Then once he eventually found out, he started crying right there on the field, wiping his eyes with his sleeve. However, he had to keep playing even though he thought he was leaving the only team he ever loved. But the craziest part is, nobody from the Mets had even told him about the trade. The thing is, the Mets manager, Terry Collins, was also completely in the dark. He had no clue why Flores was so upset until another coach explained that everyone thought Flores had been traded. Flores was left to deal with all these emotions in front of thousands of people, and the Mets just let it happen. But the story somehow gets even wilder. As it turns out, after the game ended, the trade actually fell through. The Mets decided not to go through with it because they were worried about the health of the player they were supposed to get in return. So after all that pain and embarrassment, Flores was still a Met. The general manager even had to apologize to him, blaming social media for spreading the news before anything was official. And just 2 days after that, Flores came back and hit a walk-off home run in extra innings against the Washington Nationals, while the fans went wild, giving him another standing ovation. But this time, it was for all the right reasons.